Flyers get to the puck and now move ahead. Now have a 2-on-1. It's Giroux and Voracek. Giroux with the puck. He holds back to Voracek. The shot. He scores! They pick up where they left off last night. Giroux and Voracek teaming on the first goal of this one. Voracek scores for a case of Tasty Cake. It's 1-0 Philadelphia.
Beautiful pass from Giroux. Saucer lands right on the tape with Jake Voracek, and Voracek quickly fires it to the back of the net.
Only a handful of guys can make that pass, guys, and finish on it as well.
That's going to be a busy guy, apparently. Omar will fire this one into the Winnipeg zone. Pavlik able to stop it behind the net, but then he gives it right back to Bellemare. Centers it in front like Cavalier. A swing and a miss. Gets that puck in. They say it's onside. Reed then turned it over. Shot, score! Matt Halishuk beats Zepp. Ends a 27-game goalless drought and ties the game at 1.
Was a little late looking at it.
Byfuglien given a lot of room. Byfuglien cuts in front and scores!
And just walks the wall there. Schultz got tied up with the linesman and couldn't find Byfuglien, and Byfuglien is able to, on the forehand, put it in off the post. And
the defenseman on the near side as they move up. Here's Raffl with a shot. Save Pavlik. Rebound pops free. Byfuglien clears, but not out-rolling puck, and an elude strike. Did he keep it in? He did. He got the puck along for Raffl, but then it's cut off by Scheifele. Took care of it. Here's Byfuglien. To Ladd. Now back to Byfuglien. One-timer save. Zepp. And he had Wheeler right in his way. Good save there by the drawback to Schultz, who finds Coburn. Coburn sends it in front off Voracek wide. Voracek muscling it in front. Backhander save. Rebound. Pavlik able to dive on top of it. Jake Voracek again with that strength. He's got it back. And now the 23-year-old defenseman Sherrod ahead to Frolik. Frolik to the Philadelphia line. Wrist shot. Zepp calmly makes the save. Steers the puck to the corner. 50 seconds remain. That puck up and out of the zone. A loose stick behind the net is Frolik had lost his stick. He's got another one back from the bench. Here's Perreault to Frolik for the shot. Saves Zepp. Rebound comes free and they score. Perreault jams in the rebound. It's 3-1 Winnipeg.
In the entry, little spinorama, pass across, and he follows it to the net right there. It gets chipped to him. He grabs it on the backhand, moves it to the forehand, and puts it in.
Side of the net, Simmons spins it back out straight, but he was on his backhand. He'll get it to Voracek. And now Giroux, 108 on the power play. Giroux directing traffic with one hand. Gets it to Schenn for the shot save. Rebound, Simmons! That puck was loose, but they blow it dead. To stay with it, and it bounces into the middle. Here's Frolik. 3-on-2 developed for the Jets. Frolik to Scheifele. Scheifele off to Perreault. Back to Scheifele! Save Zepp! Zepp got his skate on it! Puck bouncing to Anthony Peluso. Deeper in his own zone. Quick shot tipped in front. Then they center it. Shot! Was it in or did it hit off the post? The referee stops play as Van de Velde was in front. And the referee must have thought it was in because he blew the whistle.
You see the crossbar and the post here. And the referee thought it hit the inside bar, but it does not.
You know what? It hit the glove of Pavlik first.
Face-off, offensive face-off wins led to a couple of scoring chances.
The crossbar roll across the goal, the crossbar down and out. No goal.
Van de Velde with speed through center. Chris Van de Velde swerves to the right wing, stops, and then gets it back. Nice play to strike, fakes the shot, then takes it. Score! There was traffic in front, may have been deflected as Vinny Lecavalier was there. Van de Velde with a great play to set it all up, and the Flyers are within 1. It's 3-2 as they score for a case of Tasty.
Hit him. Strike makes a great play in faking the shot. Keep an eye on 40 and white there. I think it caught him in the pants and goes in.
3:18 remaining. Off the face-off for that fourth line. Lecavalier shot! He scores! Oh, how sweet does that feel for Vinny Lecavalier?
Jumps through on the face-off, and watch him dive for the puck there. Scoops it back to Vinny Lecavalier, who buries it.
And Couturier gets to the puck as the horn sounds, ending the third period. We will have overtime here at MTS Center. Team with a point. One more will be given away here tonight. 5-minute, 4-on-4 overtime is underway. Dustin Byfuglien checked by Giroux. Voracek walks in front and scores! He scores!